What is a fraction? First, we're going to be looking at a simple fraction for this lesson. What's a simple fraction? A simple fraction is a fraction, but you have to write it in a over b form. And a and b both have to be integers. I explained integers in my last video. Okay. And also, the integer cannot be 0. So, why are fractions used? Fractions are used to describe part of a whole. For example, let's act like this is a pizza. And 2/4 of the pizza has barbecue sauce. That's how we figure it out. 2 is the amount of pizza sauce there is, of barbecue sauce there is, and 4 is the total, like the whole pizza. Okay, now let's look at the numerator. What's a numerator? The numerator is the a and the a over b. The numerator stands for the part. In this example, there's 2 slices of pizza that have barbecue sauce. So, the numerator is technically dividing by the denominator. And what's a denominator? The denominator is the b to the formula for the b to the form. The 4 describes the whole. Now let's take a look at combining fractions. Sometimes when you're combining fractions, you have to look for the least common denominator, least common multiple, not denominator. L stands for least, C stands for common, and M stands for multiple. So, if you look at this, 1/2 plus 2/4. You can't add them right away because they don't have the same denominators. So how do we find the same denominators? We have to use least common multiple. So let's take a look at 4 and 2. Make sure you get at least 6 multiples. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2 times 6 is 12. That's 6 multiples. Now let's look at 4. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 5 is 20. And 4 times 6 is 24. So let's look at the least common here. We don't have any 2's, but we have a 4 in both, and that's the least common. Now what do we do after this? We have to turn every denominator in our problem to 4. This is already a 4, so we don't need to change it. But let's take a look at 1/2. We have to turn this into a 4. And to do that, we have to multiply by 2. Your answer will be 2/4. 2 1/2. Now you have 2/4. Add 2/4. Since this turned into this, you get 4 over 4. Now, since I said the numerator is like dividing to the denominator, you have to divide 4 over 4, which gives you 1. And your answer is 1.